When you resolve icons on a combat tree, active abilities work in their own special way. Usually, while you go down the tree, you resolve the icons as you get to them. For something like conditions, you'd apply those right away. For shoves, heals, and movement, you'd use those right away. Damage gets added to the damage pool, which is then applied in step 9 of the attack. However, active abilities go later. On page 32 of the Shatterpoint core rules, we see that when an active effect appears in a chosen combat tree, they are resolved after all directed effects have been resolved and the damage pool has been applied to the defending character. If we look at the good old Appendix A, that means we'll get the active abilities during step 10C. Active abilities from the combat trees are free, but they still obey the normal once per turn limit. Let's say an injured Asajj is attacking this clone. She's already used Force Push this turn, but she hasn't used Dathomiri Dexterity. If she gets the active ability on her tree, she won't be able to use Force Push again, but she could use Dathomiri Dexterity. It would normally cost her 2, 1 base cost, plus 1 for being injured, but since this ability is coming from the tree, we won't be paying anything at all. Let's say Kraken uses Tactical Network to let his buddy Kalani dash and attack another poor clone. Kalani reaches the active ability on his tree. However, since it's not his turn, Kalani doesn't get to use his own Tactical Network. The active ability on a combat tree only works on that unit's own activation, and Kalani is not the one activating here. Let's say Plo Koon is attacking Chopper. Plo hasn't used Force Push yet this turn, and he gets 4 down his tree. He uses the jump, shoves Chopper away, and deals 6 damage, down to 5 because Chopper has protection. However, Chopper rolled 4 defensive expertise, meaning he gets a reposition. This reposition occurs in step 10B, so Chopper moves outside of range 3 of Plo. In step 10C, Plo could resolve his free active ability, the Force Push, but unfortunately there's no one in range, so he won't. It's also important to remember that using the active ability is optional. In that last example, let's pretend Plo wounded Chopper. In step 10D, Kanan will do his revenge stuff, so maybe Plo wants to wait until after that to use his Force Push. Of course, if he does wait, he'll have to pay like normal. You know what they say, if you want it for free, do it in step 10C. That's all for today. Hopefully this was handy.